Hi guys, I'm Allie. Welcome to Align Studio. Today we're going to be doing a full body reformer sculpt using all the equipment. So we have a Pilates ball, a set of 3-pound hand weights. I have a light to medium booty band and a set of 1-pound ankle weights. Hand weights and ankle weights are always optional, so grab what feels best today, throw in a blue spring, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay guys, we're going to get started. So throw on your ankle weights. And make sure your hand weights are nearby. I have one blue spring on to start. We're going to start in a bridging position on the long box. So go ahead and put your long box on, grab your hand weights, and come to the front end of your box. Sit down onto your headrest, and then scoot your shoulder blades up against the front of the box here. Weights are going to come onto the hips. Feet will come onto the metal railings. And then go ahead and lift up into your strong bridge position here. Tucking the pelvis under, heels are directly under the knees, head can lay back to start. Make sure the edges of your shoulder blades are up against that box. And I have the weights on my hips here just for a little extra challenge. Drop the ribs heavy down and in by curling the pelvis under, so we're never arching our back and flaring our ribs open. Curl the pelvis under here. Take a nice big inhale as you drop the butt down towards the headrest, and then exhale to lift right back up. Inhale down, exhale, drive through the heels to lift up. Inhale and exhale. I like to rock my whole body forward so my torso comes forward as my hips drop down to keep my spine in alignment. But if it feels better for you to keep your head back and down and just move through your hip lift, that's totally fine too. So inhale to lower, exhale to lift, squeezing the glutes at the top. We're here for 8. Big inhale and exhale. Start to connect to your breath here as we move through this bridge series. We're waking up the glutes, getting them activated for the rest of class. We're here for 5, for 4, in 3, drive through the heels. In 2, drop the ribs heavy and in. Last one, lift up, hold here. Little pulses up through the hips. For 10, 9, 8, just 1 inch down, 1 inch up. In 6, 5, close the ribs down, heavy and in. In 4, 3, 2, hold high. We're gonna go into hip circles. So go ahead and drop the hips down over to the left, lift up through the right. So drop down over to the left, curl the pelvis up and under through the right. Big hip circles here, driving through the right heel to lift, and then letting the left heel help you drop down nice and controlled. We're here for 5. In 4, curl the pelvis under. In 3, exhale as you lift. In 2, in 1, hold it high and go ahead and reverse. Drop down through the right, up through the left. Big circles with the pelvis. Weights are still on our hips here. Exhale to lift. Here for 7. In 6. Last 5. 4, we're going to lift our right heel up. In 2. In 1, hold high through center. Take both of the weights, put them on the left hip, lift high on the right heel, left heel stays grounded. Lower the hips down from here, exhale, lift straight back up, driving through the left heel this time. Inhale, lower. Right leg is just there for support. We really have barely any weight in it. We're just driving through that left leg. Remember to tuck the pelvis under, drop the ribs heavy and in as you lower and lift. Exhale, lift. We're here for 5. For 4, left glute should be feeling it. In 3, pelvis is steady. In 2, hold it up on 1. Hold here, little pulses up through the left heel for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Make sure your hips are even. In 4, 3, holding here. In 2, in 1, hold it high, squeeze the glutes a little tighter, flare that right knee open, pull it back into center. Flare the right knee open, pull it in. So pelvis is steady, we're not moving our hips here, our torso is super still. Drop the belly button down and in, engage the core, just peel that right leg open, pull it back in. For 5, in 4, might start to feel this on the right side too. In 3, last 2, Last one. Drop that right heel down. Shift both of the weights over towards the right hip. Lift the left heel up this time. Drop the hips down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, drive through the right heel. Lifting here, pressing through the entire right foot to lift and lower. Left leg is just there for support. Inhale and exhale. We're here for 8, for 7. Inhale down. Exhale, lift in 6. In 5. Last 4. In 3. We have pulses coming. In 2. Hold it up on 1. Little pulses up. Up. Press through the right foot. We're here for 8, 7, in 6, 5, going into those knee flares, in 3, last 2, hold here in 1, ground through the right foot, open the left knee, close it back in, exhale, open, inhale, close it in, we're here for 8, for 7, in 6, last 5, in 4, in 3, last 2, little change coming up in 1. Drop the left heel down. Shift the weights back onto both hips here. Come up onto both toes. So a little more range of motion here as we inhale to lower all the way down. Exhale, drive through the balls of the feet to lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift again. If you want to bring your torso forward, if your mid-back bothers you, totally an option. Inhale, lower. Exhale, drive up through the balls of the feet. We're here for 5, in 4, last 3, in 2, really starting to burn, last 1, hold it all the way up, little pulses up with the hips for 10, 9, 8, 7, we're going to drop the heels, keep the hips lifted, in 5, 4, 3, 2, in 1, stay here, drop the heels down, lift the weights to the sky, hold your pelvis steady, don't move your lower body, open the arms wide into a fly, exhale, lift, inhale, open, exhale, lift like you're hugging a beach ball up over top of your chest here, inhale, open, exhale, lift, working through the chest muscles, getting the arms warm too, inhale and exhale, let's add a hip lift. So lower your hips down as your arms come wide. Exhale, drive up through the hips, close the hands in. Exhale, lift, everything tucks up and in. Big exhale to lift, inhale to lower. Getting both of our upper and lower bodies involved here. We're here for 5. In 4, changing up the arm position. In 3, glutes should be feeling this. Last 2. Last 1, lift it all the way up. This time, tricep kick back. Lower the weights towards the forehead, and then lift the hips and the hands. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, tucking the pelvis under, trying to connect that bottom rib to your hip bone, and moving through our tricep extensions. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Keep the elbows knitted in towards each other. Upper arm bone does not move here. You just move the bottom half of the arm. Wrists are straight. We're just here for 5, for 4, in 3, last move coming up, in 2, hold on here, last 1, lift the hips up, hold here, glue the hands together, weights come together, we're going to get the lats and the upper core involved, so hands come together, lift the hips, hold here, reach the arms straight back behind you, and then exhale to lift right back up overhead. Inhale, lower back behind you. Exhale, lift. You really have to use the outside of your lats here to pull those hands forward, right up over your chest. Inhale, back. Exhale, lift. If you want to add your hip lift here, now's the time. So lower the hips as your hands come back. Exhale to drive everything up through center. Inhale, lower. Last move here. We're here for 5. In 4. Last 3. In 2. Last 1, lift all the way up, last set of pulses for 10. 9, weights are just over the shoulders. 7. In 6, drive through the heels. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and sit down onto your headrest. Come all the way up. Weights can come off to the side for now. Nice job. Okay, just come forward, feet come on the ground. Bring that right ankle across your left knee and just gently press that right knee down, stretching out the outside and the back of the right glute. And then go ahead and switch sides. Left ankle crosses over the right knee, Gentle press down, maybe lean forward ever so slightly just to stretch through that glute. Perfect. Okay, we are gonna come into the same position here, but this time we're gonna sit up on our box. A blue or a white spring would be appropriate for this core series. If you're more advanced, go with a blue. If you're more beginner, I would throw in a white because it does get heavy quick. I'm gonna stick with the blue today and challenge myself. So we're gonna take our long loops. We're gonna strap them up above our knees here. Okay, the metal will fall underneath your knee. So the top of the strap is just above your knee. The metal will come under. Scoot your butt all the way down to the end of the box, and then we're gonna lower all the way down onto our long box. Straps are over the knees, head is lifted, hands behind the head. So the straps are pulling our knees forward. You have to fight to keep your knees in tabletop. Knees should never come past your hips here, okay? So make sure that they're always staying right over the hips. Tiny small gap in the low back for a neutral spine, ribs knitted down and in. All right, inhale to come back, hands come behind the head. Exhale, lift up, curl towards the thighs, inhale back. Exhale, curl up, elbows wide. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. If you can maintain a small gap in the low back, that's our neutral spine position. If you're more of a beginner, go ahead and press that low back down. Inhale back, legs aren't moving. Exhale, lift. Just moving through our ab curl here, getting the upper abs involved. We're here for 5. In 4, waking up the core here. In 3, bonus points if you have the ankle weights on. In 2, last one, hold it up, little pulses up. Up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, in 5, 4, getting the legs involved in 3, 2, in 1, hold here, extend the right leg out. Exhale to pull it in. Inhale, left leg goes out. Exhale, pull it in. So we're taking turns. Which leg is holding us still in space here? Okay, so we're really firing up those obliques. Inhale out, exhale, pull in. Just here for 4. And 3. Last 2. Last 1, let's add a twist. So this time extend the left leg out. Left elbow, right knee, pull it in. And then pull that left knee in. Exhale, rotate over. Really slow bicycles here, okay? Just rotating up through center. So I want you to think about coming down through center, exhaling up, and then adding your twist and leg extension. If the leg extension doesn't feel good, you can keep your legs in tabletop and just move through your little ab curl twist. We're here for 5, in 4, in 3, last 2, in 1, hold it up and over to the right, just pull the left knee in, extend it long, left knee in, extend it long, just hold your curl here over towards the right. We're here for 5, in 4, push through, in 3, you can do it, in 2, last 1, we're moving on to the other side. Rotate over towards the left. Hold your left leg in tabletop. Just extend that right leg out. Pull it in. Inhale out. Exhale, pull it in. We're here for 6. In 5, we're going to come back through center. Make sure that right hip stays glued down into the box. Last 3. In 2. In 1, come back through center, little break. Just take an inhale, round over the box. 1 big deep breath, and then right back up. Pulling back into our tabletop position. All right, flex those feet strongly. Kick those feet out towards the pulleys, and then exhale to pull them in. Just hold your ab curl here. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull. If you feel it in your hip flexors, just shoot your feet a little bit higher for me, rather than shooting your feet low. The lower your feet go, the more core instability we're creating. We're just here for 4. We're gonna add a curl with this. In 3. Last 2. In 1, extend those legs out, round down over your box. Exhale, curl up towards your knees into a little ball. Inhale, exhale, curl up. We're here for 6. In 5. In 4. 3. 1 more set of pulses and we're out of this. In 2. Last one, pull it in, little pulses up. Can you pulse the knees in? Little breaths out as you pulse. For 4 and 3. Last 2 and 1. Nice job. Okay, feet can come down. Take a little round over the box. Let the arms open up. That should feel good. Okay, we're rolling all the way up. We're going to take those straps off. And we're going to work the back line of our body now. We just did the front line of our body. Let's move to the back of our body. So take those straps off. Just hook them back up onto the hooks so that they're accessible. Okay? You can have your foot bar down for this series so that it doesn't get in the way of your feet. Come to a laying position on your bucks. We're going to do some swans. A blue spring is good for this series here. All right, and it might feel light at first, but I promise it gets spicy. So let's get into position here. So I like to bring the base of my sternum or my chest right up against the front line of the box, and then the hips are glued down into the box. Our feet are straight behind us. Go ahead and grab onto those straps. I like to grab up closer to the metal part or even beyond it onto the white part for a little bit more tension. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead, bring those hands wide to the edges of the metal railings. Dig your pelvis down into the box. So squeeze your glutes together, wrap your pelvis down and in, almost like you're trying to lift up your belly button from the box. And then drive your, lift your thighs up off the box, squeeze your glutes, and pull up on your quads, point through your toes, okay? That's gonna protect your lower back. Neck is long, just gazing down in front of you. We're gonna hold onto our ropes here, lift your legs up to squeeze your glutes, and then exhale to squeeze those arms straight back. Arms are straight, inhale forward. Exhale, squeeze back. Squeezing through the back of our shoulder blades, okay? Really getting into those posture muscles. And the more you lift your thighs up off the box and drive your pelvis down into the box, the more you're gonna feel it in your glutes and your hamstrings here. Full body exercise. Exhale, squeeze back. Inhale, reach forward. Here for 5, just warming up. In 4. Exhale as you squeeze back. Neck is long. In 3. Last 2. In 1. Squeeze those arms back. This time, arms come forward. Just pull that right arm back, little rotation over towards the right. So gaze over your right shoulder, let that right arm come forward. Left arm squeezes back, gaze over that left shoulder. Can you lift your thighs even higher? Right arm pulls back here. So a little single arm, kind of like we're swimming here. Taking turns, which side is pulling us. Tiny micro rotation over to that side. Squeeze the legs a little higher here. We're here for 4. Try to keep that pelvis steady. In 3, if this doesn't feel good for you, just move through your double arm kickback. In 2, last 1, go ahead and squeeze both arms back here. Squeeze both arms all the way back. Lift the chest a little bit higher, lift the thighs higher, and start to kick those legs like you're swimming through water. We're here for 10, 9, can you squeeze the arms back, reach towards your foot bar. In 8, 7, 6, 5, going into triceps. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold your legs here, lift them a little bit higher. Squeeze the elbows into your waist. Bend just at the elbows, and then exhale to tricep kick back. Inhale forward, exhale, kick it back. We're here for 8, getting into the triceps. In 6, in 5, in 4, lift the thighs higher. In 3, exhale to kick back. Last 2. Last 1, hold it back. Just bend the right elbow. So you can keep your left arm forward and bent, just bend through the right side, okay? Just the right arm is bending. Sometimes I'll drop my left strap down, take my left hand, glue it into my left thigh, press into the left thigh, and just kick back through the right side. We're here for 5. Single arm tricep kick back. In 4. Last 3. For 2. We're gonna hold this one back. Squeeze that right arm all the way back. Hold for 5, 4, 3, lift the thighs in 2, and 1. Bring that strap forward, grab onto the left one. If you wanna drop the right strap down, you can do that. Glue the the right hand into the right thigh, and just bend through the left side through your tricep kickback. Squeezing just the left tricep, lift the thighs here. If this doesn't feel good, you just bring your hand down onto the carriage here for a little extra support. For 5, and 4, 3, 2, squeeze this last one back and hold. For 5, 4, lift the thighs in 3, 2, and 1. Stay here, grab your other strap. All right, last move coming up here. Go ahead and squeeze those arms straight back, hold here, just hold. Start to beat those heels together. So instead of the kicks, we're just beating the heels together. For 10, 9, in our outer thighs, glutes are burning. In 8, 7, little heel beats. 6, point the toes, lift the thighs. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way down. Nice work. Okay, go ahead and loop those straps back up, and then press yourself up into a seated position. We're gonna switch our box a little bit here. We're gonna rotate it so that it's in a short box position. And then go ahead and grab your hand weights. Okay, so grab your hand weights. Come into a seated position facing your foot bar. I like to bring my hand weights down just kind of in between my thighs here on my box while I get into position. Grab your straps behind you in both hands. Blue spring still here, and then grab your hand weights. Feet are gonna come onto the box in front of you. All right, lift up through the core. So if I were to attach a string to the top of your head, I'm lifting you up, ribs wrap down and in nice and heavy. Grab those hand weights. This gets a little spicy here. It's a strength move. If the weights ever feel like too much, just go ahead and drop them. Holding the weights in the straps in the hands, exhale to press the arms forward. Inhale, pull the arms back by the hips. Exhale, serve the platter. Inhale, pull it in. Exhale, press. Inhale, pull. We're here for 8. For 7. I know it feels heavy. We're going to drop the weights after a few reps. In 6. In 5. Belly button tucks up and in. In 4. Shoulders are burning. In 3. Last 2, we're going to hold the arms out. Last one, hold the arms out here. Lower the hands just a couple inches and lift. Lower a couple inches and lift. Little bigger than a pulse here. We're here for 7, for 6, in 5, 4, palms face the ceiling, in 3. Last 2, hold here in 1, palms face each other, open the arms wide. Exhale, squeeze the hands together. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze. Option to drop the weights at this point. Exhale, squeeze. Working through the chest. Just 5. In 4. Last 3. In 2. Hold here, reach it forward. Now go ahead and rotate the straps so that they're up overhead. Squeeze the hands together. Lean the chest forward so we're at this forward angle. Elbows stay in, glued towards our ears. Bend the hands back behind you. Exhale, press tricep extension. So we're holding the weights, we're holding the straps, we're moving through our triceps here. Inhale back, exhale, press. A little cable extension. We're here for 7, for 6, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press it up, come all the way down, drop the weights off to the side, and then go ahead and loop your long loops back up, or just drop them into the well. And we're gonna move on. So let's get back into the glutes. We're gonna grab our booty band, go ahead and place it over top of your knees here. And then we're gonna move our foot bar all the way up. And I'm gonna change my reformer to one red spring here, taking the glute off. Okay, right, once you have your bread spring and your booty band on, we're gonna come into a kneeling position on our carriage. Our foot bar is all the way up now. I'm gonna take my squishy ball and I'm gonna squish it in between my knee and the box here, okay? Right leg is free. Bring your forearms down onto the box. Bring your right toes up onto the foot bar. Rise high on the heel like you're wearing a high heel. Now go ahead and square your hips off towards the mat. I don't want to see your right hip opening here. We're staying square to the mat. Shoulders are square. Press through the ball of your foot to press the carriage all the way out, and then inhale to pull it in. Exhale, press out. Inhale, come in. So pressing through the band and the foot bar here, resisting that red spring. You'll start to feel this in your glute pretty quickly. If you don't and you want to come down onto your heel, you can press through your heel too. You'll just get a little smaller range of motion. Both are super effective. I prefer to be on my toe. We're just here for 7. For 6, drop the shoulders down and away from the ears. Gaze at the top of your headrest. In 5. Last 4. 3. In 2, we're gonna hold it halfway. Last one, press all the way out, come into halfway, knees bent, little pulses out through the foot bar. Pulse, pulse. Couple inches out, couple inches in. Keep those hips and shoulders square to the reformer. We're here for 6, 5, 4, squeeze through the glute. 3, 2, in 1, come in halfway, hold here. Flare the knee out, pull the knee in. Flare the knee out, press the carriage out 1 more inch. Holding tension here, carriage is not moving. Left toes are relaxed down, just flaring the right knee out 1 inch and in. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Pulsing it out 1 more time. In 2, in 1. Come back to center here, little pulses through the toes. For 10, 9, 8. We're gonna switch positions in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way in. We're just gonna rotate our bodies here. So our left elbow is gonna come down on the box, parallel to the top of the box. The right foot is gonna come onto the foot bar. Our entire foot is on the foot bar this time. Keep squishing that ball between the outside of your left thigh here. Heel comes on the foot bar, all right? Exhale to press all the way out. Inhale to come in. You can even turn your toes up a little bit if it feels better. All right, holding this side angle position, lift up through the bottom waist here. Just pressing through the heel of your right foot. If the band starts to get too heavy, all you do is slide it up closer to your butt here. We're here for 6, 5, last 4. Challenge would be to bring the hand up. In 3, in 2, in 1, come in halfway, little pulses. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold here in 1, hold out halfway, foot is parallel on the foot bar, lift that knee up and lower down, just flaring the knee. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull the carriage all the way in. Nice job. All right, we're gonna come into a little lunge series here. So the ball can come in between the shoulder blocks on the headrest. I'm gonna switch it to 1 blue spring. So 1 blue spring for our lunge sequence. Band can stay on or off. Come up onto your platform extender here and grab your ball. Bring that right foot forward just to the center of your box. Left foot stays back on the platform extender. I like to hook my left toes on the edge of the platform extender and rise high on my heel here, okay? 2 options. We're gonna go into forward lunging. You can hold the ball at your chest for a little extra instability, or you can come down and just gently bring the ball onto the box for a little extra support, and you're just moving in and out with a little extra support here. So go ahead and bring the ball to your chest or onto the box, bend down into both knees, press the carriage out halfway, okay? You would be here if you have the ball down. We're gonna lower down into a little lunge, exhale to stand right back up. Inhale, lower, exhale, stand. So the carriage is out halfway. We're just bending into both knees down, and exhale, stand up. We're here for 8. Lean the chest forward. Think about sitting the butt back towards your foot bar, like you're gonna sit onto your foot bar. The more you move through a hip hinge, the more stretch you'll create through your glute, and the more activation you'll get through the glute. The more upright you are, the more quad you'll focus on. We're here for 3, for 2, and 1. Lower down, hold here. Just extend the back leg out. Shoot that carriage all the way out. Inhale to come in. Stay high on that left toe. Exhale, press out. Inhale, pull the carriage in. Right glute is already active from our little foot bar series. So you'll start to feel this quick. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it all the way out. Reach the ball down towards the box. Exhale to reach the arms straight up. Inhale, reach forward towards the top of the box. Exhale, reach up. So I want you to think about reaching out and forward and then up. Little lunge deadlift here. Should really feel this in the right glute. Inhale, forward. Exhale, stand, squeeze the ball. We're here for 6. In 5, band is adding a lot of extra challenge here. In 4, stay high on those back toes. In 3, knit the belly button in. Last 2. In 1, reach forward, pull the ball into your chest, rotate your torso over towards the right. Now just bend that back leg and extend out. We're moving through our rotation here. So little scooters, just like we did before, but we have a little bit of a rotation. Option to bring the left hand down onto the box or the ball down onto the box, holding onto the ball if you need a little extra support. The challenge is to lift the ball up. We're here for 5, 4, last 3. We're almost there, guys. I know it burns. In 2, I'm feeling it too. Last one, all the way out. Come in halfway, just pulse it down at this side angle. For 10, 9, reach that left elbow down towards the box. 7, 6, 5, and 4. We're done after this. In 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way in. Oh my goodness. Pat out that right butt cheek. Nice job. Okay, ball can come in between the shoulder blocks here. We're going to come into a little plank series to transition over to the other side. So hook your toes up against the edge of the platform extender. Elbows or hands will come onto the box. I'll show you both variations. We're still on one glute spring here. We're going to press all the way out into our full plank here. So holding here, go ahead and bend those knees in to pull the carriage in. Stay high on those toes, and then press it out. I want you to exhale as you pull the carriage in. Inhale to press it out. If you're on your elbows, it looks like this. Whatever feels better for you today. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, press it out. We're here for 5, for 4, 3, switching it up in 2, lift up through the belly, last 1, pull the carriage in, press all the way out. Now pike the hips up to the sky, keeping the legs straight. Now bend the knees as the carriage comes in and press out. Pike the hips up, bend the knees, press out. If you're on your elbows, it looks like this. Pressing out, so creating nice big circles with the pelvis here as we press in and out. Pike up, bend the knees, press out. For 3, and then we'll reverse. In 2. Last 1. Bend and press all the way out. Hold here. Now bend the knees to come in. Pike the hips up, and then press out with straight legs. Bend the knees in. Pike up, and press. Exhale on the way in, inhale on the way out. Quads should be burning. We're here for 3. In 2. In 1, pike up. Press out, hold here, hold here. Slide the elbows away from you an inch. Pull them back in, little saws through the upper abs here. Press the elbows out and pull them back under you. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, last 3, in 2, in 1, hold here, just hold, for 10, 9, 8, 7, brace the shakes, in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the carriage and knees come down. Nice job. Little child's pose over the box. Stretch out the back. Nice job. Okay, we're going to do the other side. So go ahead and put your red spring back on for our foot bar series. Blue spring comes off. 1 red spring here. This time the ball will squish in between the right thigh and the box. So nice big squish here. Forearms come down onto the box, left toes come onto the foot bar here. All right, square off the pelvis, square off the shoulders towards your reformer, lift up through the core so you have a nice flat back. Rise high on those left toes, and then go ahead and press the foot bar out. Inhale to come in, exhale, press. Inhale in. Try to get full leg extension on that left leg. So you're trying to completely straighten out that left leg, pulling up on the kneecap as you come all the way out. Here for 7, for 6. If you're really tall and you need to bring your hands forward, you can do that too. Okay, hands can come forward onto the carriage. I prefer to be on my elbows for this one. We're here for 3. Stay high in those left toes. In 2. In 1, come in halfway, little pulses out through the toes. For 10, 9, 8, carriage is halfway in. 7, in 6, 5, lift up through the belly. 4, 3, 2, last one, hold here. Flare that left knee open and close. Flare the left knee open and close. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold here in 1, square off, little pulses to finish for 10, 9, 8, 7, squeeze the left glute, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way in. Okay, we're going to rotate over into our side position. I'm going to be facing away from you guys. Right forearm will come down onto the box, parallel with the top of the box. Coming over into our side angle, the ball is squished up between the outside of the right thigh here, and then the entire left foot is pressing down onto the foot bar here. If it feels better, you can turn your left toes to the sky, pressing through the heel. So press all the way out. Inhale, come in, lift up through the right waist, and then inhale to come in. Keep that knee open, fighting the band here. Inhale in, exhale, press out. We're here for 6. In 5, left arm can come to the sky for a little extra challenge. In 4, last 3, use your core. Last 2, in 1, come in halfway, little pulses through the heel for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, knee flares coming up in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Foot comes parallel on the foot bar. Just flare the left knee open and close. Open and close for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on in. Ooh, okay. Knees come back onto the carriage. Ball can come in between the shoulder blocks. And then step off your reformer and pop on 1 blue spring. Take your red spring off. coming to a standing position on our platform extender. Go ahead and grab your ball. We're going into our forward lunging. Hook your right toes up against the platform extender here. Left toes come forward against the box. Option to have the ball down or at your chest here. Go ahead and press the carriage out just halfway. So both knees are bent, sink down into both knees, and then exhale to stand. Squeeze the ball. Inhale down, exhale, stand. If the ball is down, you're just moving through a little smaller range of motion here. Inhale down, exhale, stand. If you have a wooden pole with your reformer, you can also place that on your carriage for a little extra support here. Inhale down, exhale up. Warming up the left side, if it isn't already. We're here for 5, 4, exhale, stand, 3, going into our scooters, in 2, in 1, hold down, extend the right leg long, so the back leg is long, inhale, bring the carriage in, exhale, press out, inhale, pull all the way in, control it nice and slow, you can bring your hands down onto the box for extra support here, okay, leaning all of the weight into the front leg, back leg is just here for support. Extending and bending the right leg, staying low in the left leg. Square off the hips to the front of the room, lift up through the belly button. We're here for 5. In 4, we're going to go into our deadlifts. In 3, 2, 1, press it all the way out, back leg is straight, reach the ball forward, shift the hips back, exhale, lift the ball to the sky, inhale, reach forward, extend through the pelvis, inhale up, think about shooting that tailbone up towards the sky as you reach forward, so shoot the tailbone up, and then reach the arms up. We're here for 7, squeeze the ball, for 6, 5, in 4, we have one more move coming up. In 3, 2, last one, pull the ball into the chest, rotate the torso over towards the left, right elbow down towards the box, bend the back knee to come in, little bend and extend through the back leg at this side angle position. Option to bring the hand down on the box if you need extra support here. We're just here for 6, 5, rotate through the bottom rib, 4, whoop, a lot of balance here, in 3, 2, on this last one, you're going to pull the carriage in halfway, hold halfway, little pulses down to finish for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, whoop, 3, 2, and 1, come all the way in. A lot of balance there. All right, ball can come in between the headrest here. We're gonna come off our reformer. You can take your ankle weights and your booty band off now. And we're gonna go ahead and throw on just a bunch of springs so that the carriage doesn't move. Okay, so I just put on 3 springs here. I'm gonna take my platform extender off so that my strap or my fuzzy is exposed down here. And we're gonna go into some side angle bends. So we're gonna start seated on the left hip with our right leg long towards the foot bar. So the top leg, the leg that we did not just use, and we're gonna grab onto our squishy ball. So go ahead and sit on your box on your left hip. I like to tuck my foot under my other leg. And then we're gonna lift up, pressing the outside of the ankle into the strap here. So lift it all the way up, press up through there to activate the outside of the right glute. The ball's gonna come in our hands. We're gonna inhale to lower down through our oblique raise. Exhale, lift up. Inhale down. Exhale, pull it up. Belly button is into the spine. Our right oblique is pulling us up and then suspending us down here. We're here for 7, for 6. So reaching the left elbow towards the ground, right elbow towards the foot bar. In 4. Last 3. 2, and 1. Hold it up and over. Hold here. Extend the arms long. Pass the ball off. Left hand holds the ball. Right hand grabs the ball. So just passing the ball off, holding this side angle. We're here for 7, 6, 5. Right obliques are feeling us in 4. Last 3, 2, 1. Hold the ball in the right hand. Top hand pulls up towards the sky for 10, 9, 8. Reaching up and down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left hand can come onto the metal railing. Ball can come down. Right hand on the other metal railing. Just rotate down. Stretch out the side body here. Nice job. Okay. We're going to swing around. I'm going to be facing away from you. So our ball's in between our headrest. Our left foot is going to come under the little fuzzy here. The right foot is tucked up underneath us, sitting on our right butt cheek this time. The ball comes in the hands. So holding the ball at our chest, lift up the left leg, squeezing through the strap. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower. Left toes are facing towards the sky. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift up. Here for 8, 7. Big exhale to lift. In 6. Last 5. 4, 3. We're going to go into those ball pass-offs. In 2. If you feel it in your low back, just make the range of motion smaller. Last 1. Hold it up and over. Reach the ball in the left hand long. Pass the ball off to the right hand and pass it off. Press up through the strap with the outside of the left leg here. For 8, 7, 6, 5. Just finishing off with those pulses in 4, 3, 2. Last 1, hold the ball in the left hand, little pulses up, up. For 8, 7, reach up and down. In 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2. Last 1, all the way up. And then right hand comes down on the metal railing. Ball comes down, reach that left arm over, twist through the back. My back just cracked. Rotate down. Nice job, guys. Okay. Let's come all the way up. Ball can come off to the side. We are going to take our long box all the way off. We can just put the long box to the side. We don't need it anymore. We're going to stretch out the legs. So go ahead and take your ankle weights, your hand weights, your booty band, all of your equipment off to the side. I'm going to put on a red and a blue spring. Make sure your long loops are hooked up so that you can grab them when you lay down. So we're going to lay down on our back for a little legs and strap to finish. If you want to put your foot bar down, you can do that. Use one foot against the platform or the foot bar to press you out. Loop the other foot up. Press through that foot, and then loop your other foot up. Awesome. Glue your tailbone down. Legs come up to the sky. Point the toes. Relax the head and the jaw. Relax the collarbones. Hands come down to the side. Exhale, press the legs straight down. Inhale, let them rise. Exhale, press straight down. Inhale, up. Keep the tailbone rooted. Nice little small gap in the low back to keep a neutral spine while keeping the ribs knitted down and in. Inhale, up. Exhale, press down. Feet never come past the hips. Okay, and they just come down in line with your foot bar. They don't need to come down any further than that. If you feel your low back or your tailbone popping up when you press your legs down, just make the range of motion smaller. Exhale, press. Inhale. We're stretching out the hamstrings, the glutes. We worked them quite a bit today. 5 more. In 4. Exhale, press in 3. Last 2. In 1. Press the feet all the way out. Flex the feet, bend the knees in. Glue the knees the ankles and the shins together. Everything is zipped up and in to work into the inner thighs. Inhale in, exhale, press out. We're here for 8, 7, 6. The more you squeeze your legs together, the more you'll activate your inner thighs. In 4, 3, 2. Press it all the way out. Let the feet float up above your hips. Open the legs into nice big leg circles. So they zip up through center to rise, and then exhale to press the legs wide and down. Couple reps here, and then we'll switch sides. Keep that tailbone rooted, that pelvis steady. You can put your hands on your hip bones to make sure one isn't popping up over the other. Last 3, we'll switch that circle. Last 2. Last 1, go ahead and reverse that circle up and around, pressing down through center. Exhale to press down, inhale to rise. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, in 1, press the feet all the way out, turn the toes out, heels are together, flex through the feet, bend the knees in towards your armpits, and then exhale to press straight back out, zipping up the inner thighs, kind of like we're in a little frog position here, so knees come wide into a diamond, heels stay glued together. Zipping up the inner thighs. For 8. Exhale to press your feet out like you're kicking a wall away. In 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, in 1. Press the feet all the way out, feet come parallel. Just move the left leg out a couple inches, pull it in. Left leg out and in. For 8, 7, right leg isn't moving. 6, 5, control it out. 4, 3, pelvis stays steady. In 2, in 1, press through the left foot, just the right foot moves in and out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Glue the feet together, point the toes. Let the feet come up overhead. Hands come down onto the mat here. Exhale to roll up through your low spine, mid spine, upper spine, all the way up into our long spine position. And then inhale at the top, exhale to roll down like you're dropping a string of pearls down. Inhale at the bottom, untuck the pelvis. Exhale, low back comes down, peeling up. Feet stay over the hips here. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, exhale, peel up. Inhale at the top, exhale, roll down. Try to keep the carriage really, really steady here. Hamstrings should be feeling this. Using your core and the back of your legs to help you lift and lower. Just a couple more here. Last 3. Squeeze the glutes at the top to protect the low back. Last 2. Last 1, hold it up, hold, 5, 4, squeeze the glutes, 3, 2, and 1, roll down slowly, flex the feet, grab onto the white straps, pull those white straps down to stretch out the back of the legs, stretching out the hamstrings. The hard work is over. Amazing job, you guys. Bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees butterfly open, and then just let the feet fall into the well here to stretch out the inner thighs. Should feel really good. And then when you're ready, go ahead and take one strap off. Bring that foot onto your foot bar or platform, press away. Take the other strap off. Bring them back up or drop them into the well. Come all the way in. Let's roll all the way up. And come into a little seated position on our carriage. All right, let's take one big inhale and exhale together just to seal out our practice, our amazing workout. So close your eyes, root down into your reformer here, and then take a nice big inhale, rising the hands up overhead. Biggest inhale yet of the day. Hands reach tall, tall, tall to the sky, and then exhale, arms come down. and you guys are all done. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that Reformer Sculpt workout, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.